सुबह सुबह में ऐसा टॉपिक ले रहे हैं हम, but it's okay because so many people are dealing with these things. So I just wanted to go through this. So first of all, everybody knows that what is anger, right? So anger is basically emotion, and there is nothing wrong and right about. Everybody has this emotion, and it's okay to be angry. It's natural to have anger. But the point is, whenever we are treated in an unfair way, and whenever we feel like that life is unfair, or what I'm deserving, I'm not getting, and I did a lot of hard work. So there are a lot of situations when anger is a natural emotion, and few people know how to channelize this anger, and few people are in a reaction mode, and they are able to react in a very subtle manner. Few people hiding it and not able to express, and few blast it when it become excessive. So there are different modes. So how people react to particular situations. So that's a total different topic, anger management. But whatever the feeling we have, be it um, anger or sadness or hurt, so it's nothing right and wrong about feeling. But what's the problem? What action and reaction we are taking after it? Because it's not okay to harm ourselves or hurt ourselves, and any damaging anyone or hurt anyone. So if we have control on that thing, so that's great. Then what is anxiety? So anxiety is basically unpleasant, uncomfortable feeling. We feel uneasiness, and we feel apprehension, worry, or anxiety is a response to particular threat. So it's a natural emotion reaction. So it's okay to have anxiety. Like we have anxiety of exam, or when we go for interview, when we go for something. So a little bit of anxiety is good, so that it's allow us to prepare for whatever the thing we are going for. And but when it's become excessive, so that's the difficult thing. So it's a fight and flight response. So whenever we are comfortable, yeah, and how we see. But if we are constant in anxiety, like our brain is not able to calm down, so then it's a problem. I mean, anxiety came up for particular thing, particular feeling, particular emotion, and it's motivating us, which is okay. Like we need to have normal stress to function. Like if we don't feel any stress, if we don't feel anything, we will not do anything. Like if we need to present in a meeting and there are thousands of participants, so little bit of anxiety and stress is okay, because we are functioning in a productive manner and it's motivating us. Like, but if it's become 24/7 thing, so then it's not okay. So it's a fight or flight response. So what normally people do, either they face it, they fight with it, or they fly. Now then, how fear is associated with anxiety? So fear is also a normal reaction, because some traumatic event happened and something our brain perceived in past, right? And now it's in a form of memory. So let's say we have gone on a trip, and I was standing on a hill and I was about to slip. So next moment, whenever I go and I'm on a steep, you can say mountain or something, which is very, so my brain will again give me that signal. So that is a normal fear. So fear is there to protect our body, and fear is there to really take care of us due to whatever the traumatic experience we have stored. So now our brain is trying to protect us. So now anxiety is a reaction towards an undetermined threat, often a vague or imprecise. But fear is a emotional reaction to specific object or situation, and that is linked to already something with which is threatened us, which is fearful. So how these two are linked? So anxiety can be not real, and it's something we are overthinking something, and it's not a real threat. It can be vague also. So now the normal anxiety is okay. It's occasional worry about events, and we are self-conscious in particular social situation, that how we are dressing, how we are behaving, how we are standing, and what preparation we have made. And but if we are constant in chronic worry, and that is disturbing our day-to-day schedule, we are not able to function, we are not able to take care of our work life or personal life, and we try to avoid people, we try to avoid social situation, we alienated ourselves, we just keeping ourselves in a room, and we don't want to go out, we don't want to participate in day-to-day activity which we were enjoying earlier. So those are the problems. If the anxiety become like it's a repetitive like panic attack kind of things we are experiencing when we have prolonged anxiety, and our brain is always in hyperactive mode. Our brain is not allowing us to sleep, not allowing us to having proper diet. So three things got disturbed when we are in anxiety and depression. Our sleep cycle, whenever we are not able to have a deep sleep, our brain and our neurons are not relaxed. All our neurochemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and there are some other neurotransmitters. So they got disturbed, and now that is impacting our mood, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. And now we have either emotional eating, we are overeating, or we don't feel like eating anything. We can have nausea, vomiting kind of sensation, and we have always this anxious kind of feeling, and we try to avoid it. So when we are not feeling normal, so we can have some dreams also, we can have some panic attacks also, and it can result in OCD also. People whenever you see people, when people are in stress and anxiety, they try to clean their cupboard, or they try to clean their house. And to a certain extent, if they try to indulge in any sort of those activities, so it will help us to distract. But then it becomes a cycle. Whenever you feel anxiety, you try to clean a lot, you try to take control of the situation by doing this, like whatever is in your control. So now what is depression? So because we are linking all three, and how the anger is a normal factor between three. So just a normal definition of depression is, it's a state of mind and body that prevent us or hinder normal function. It happens for many reasons, and sometimes no reason at all. So there is no specific reason, but normally there is a anxiety and anger and threatful situation going on for a long period of time. We are in a either perceived threat, or either some actions we need to take about whatever the situation we are in, and we are just avoiding. We are if let's say we are really frustrated and we are really angry about how we are functioning in office, and we are not doing about it, neither we are communicating, neither we are resolving those conflicts, neither we are changing our job, neither we are addressing the issues, and it's constant stress, and in prolonged, so many years, it impacts, and that can result in depression. In similar manner, if we have some issues in relationship, if we have some health issues, if we are not addressing it, so in prolonged manner, when we are just avoiding, so when we are avoiding and still we are in threat, so it can create anxiety. And when we are suppressing just to survive, so internally it's generating anger, internally it's generating irritation, internally it can cause your IBS also. Internally there are so many things, because your body is a result of how your environment is, how your emotional state is, how your thoughts are. So unless and until there are constant fight, and you are always under threat, so there will be a stage when people reach at this level. So it's basically chemical imbalance, and normally it can come due to so many things, due to death of someone whom you love too much, and due to any kind of drastic changing that your body is not able to handle, any kind of prolonged stress or prolonged suppressed anger and feeling and frustration and irritation due to something not happening. You are getting failed again and again, and it's a sense of hopelessness, helplessness, and there is a lot of disappointment. So all these kind of things, and there can be some medications also, some uh, stressors is always impacting you, so those kind of things. So normally these are the symptom of depression. We are not going to cover this in detail, but the few symptoms of depression is when you are not feeling okay, you try to avoid others, and you be isolated, feeling lonely, and definitely when you are in depression, it will change your appetite. Either you are eating too much, doing emotional eating, or either you are not feeling like eating anything, and daily functioning, you will face the difficulty in daily functioning. There is a lot of fatigue and feeling of hopelessness, feeling of guilt and worthlessness, helplessness, and you won't feel energy to do day-to-day tasks. You will not enjoy the things which you were enjoying earlier. And definitely when you are feeling like always low and sad, so a lot of confidence in self-esteem issues when you are not like how you were functioning earlier and now you are not able to, and obviously a lot of loss of sex drive, and not being able to enjoy anything, and you are getting irritated on people, maybe anger towards yourself, because the small things which you can do easily and effortlessly, now you are not able to do those things, and you are in constant fatigue, and yeah, sleep cycle will get disturbed, your digestion get disturbed, and whenever our brain perceive any kind of these threats, so for brain, first of all, the survival is important. Like a tiger is behind you, like some earthquake or flood is coming, right? So how your body is functioning? Your body is functioning from a नॉर्मल, उससे आपकी बॉडी जो है बहुत ज्यादा एक्शंस ले लेती है ऐसे थ्रेटफुल सिचुएशन में. अब नाउ यू थिंक दैट in office you are feeling always threatful, or at home you are always feeling threatful due to any kind of relationship stress, or any kind of work related stress, or any kind of those, and it's always constantly keeping you in stress. So what happened, our spleen is an organ, so that also got disturbed. So brain will send signal to our digestive system and our reproductive system, so those system will shut down, and it will save energy to whatever the, now in a threatful, your brain is a threatful situation, so now the main focus is how to survive this threat. So that kind of situation you will face a lot of acid reflux issues, gut related issues, your constipation, your bloating. If you are in a severe bloating kind of situation, when you have done all your checks, physical checks, and there is nothing, so you need to consult doctor to see, because at times people don't get to know they are facing depression. And I heard so many incidents where the family is not able to diagnose the symptoms, and that result in very, very harmful impacts. And I mean, it's severe, most severe impact is people go like for suicide or for drugs or any kind of thing, because it's very difficult to face. And they can harm themselves, and they can think about suicide and death also if the thing is not diagnosed. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my friends, and she was telling about the most brilliant child in family. This guy was IITian, and later on he went to abroad for some further study, and he was a bright child. and the whole family, पूरा खानदान proud कर रहा है इस बच्चे पे, and then they don't understood that what happened to this guy. He was not performing well. He came back to India, and then he was doing some coaching or something, and suddenly one day he just commits suicide. So, I mean, why I'm telling all these simple symptoms, we are not going in details. So, at least if these symptoms are continuously and they are prolonged, so whosoever is in your surrounding, if you are seeing those kind of symptoms, so please ask them to consult a doctors or psychologist, and there are medicine for it, there is counseling for it, and there are so many mindfulness techniques and relaxation techniques, and with family support, it's very, very much curable. So that's not an issue. So now we are coming to main topic, that how these things are interconnected and interrelated. So these are basically emotion. Anger is an emotion, hurt is an emotion, fear is an emotion, anxiety is also basically a kind of emotion. So if I talk in a scientific manner, in a psychological terms, so these are emotional labels assigned to psychological and cognitive responses to a perceived threat. So person is always feeling some kind of threat. That's why the person is facing. So normally people say, इसको तो गुस्सा बहुत आता है, he is always getting angry, इसका तो शुरू से ऐसा है. So you need to see, if somebody is in constant anger and somebody is very much always hyperactive and not able to calm down, so there is some problem. There might be some physical problem, there might be some stress the person is dealing with, there might be some hurt beneath it. So there is nothing abnormal. If the thing is happening in an abnormal manner, you need to see, and you need to be more loving, kind and compassionate towards that person. Because हम एक लेबल लगा देते हैं कि ये तो इंसान ऐसा है तो उसको बहुत गुस्सा आता है, ये इंसान तो ऐसा है हमेशा ही उदास रहता है, ये इंसान ऐसा है कि इसका तो कोई अपने मूड पे कंट्रोल ही नहीं है, कोई काम ठीक से नहीं कर पाता. अपने घर में और आसपास में हम ऐसे बहुत सारे लोगों को देखते हैं, but what they are dealing with, I mean, inside they are frustrated because they are not able to function normal manner, and their family is not understanding, their friends are not understanding, their boss is not understanding, and they have taken all the load on their shoulder, and at times the person who is suffering with this, he is also not understanding. So threats can be maybe he lost somebody, like very close people like mother, father, or someone, and maybe some rejection and isolation. Maybe he got rejected from family members, and since childhood he or she always having the feeling of rejection. पहले जमाने में क्या होता था ना, कि जैसे कोई गलत काम करता था तो क्या सजा सुनाई जाती थी कि उनको देश निकाला दे दिया जाता था. ओके, इन्हें पूरे खानदान से बाहर कर दिया जाएगा, और या फिर इनको ये लैंड छोड़नी पड़ेगी, कहीं दूर जाना पड़ेगा. सो नथिंग लाइक, उससे ज्यादा किसी भी इंसान के लिए, क्योंकि वी ऑल आर लाइक ह्यूमन बीइंग्स आर वायर्ड फॉर कनेक्शन. एंड जब हमें ऑफिस में भी, मतलब इनफैक्ट यदि कोई अंडर परफॉर्मर है, आप उसको करेक्ट कर रहे हैं, आप उससे बात कर रहे हैं, आप उसे डांट रहे हैं, या आप उसे बोल रहे हैं कि नेक्स्ट टाइम सही करोगे, ये तुम ट्रेनिंग ले लो, ये कर लो. इफ यू आर टॉकिंग टू सम पर्सन एंड कुछ ना कुछ आप उससे बात कर रहे हैं, कुछ एक्शंस ले रहे हैं, द पर्सन स्टिल विल बी हैप्पी. आप ऑफिस में अपनी टीम में एक इंसान को इग्नोर कर देंगे तो वो धीरे 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 किसी को टोटली इग्नोर या रिजेक्ट कर देना ही, उसका स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन, एंजाइटी, वो सब कहीं ना कहीं आ जाएगा उस इंसान में एक टाइम के बाद. ऐसे ही फैमिली में यदि कोई बच्चा है, वो हमेशा रिजेक्टेड फील करता है कि उस बच्चे की तरफ किसी का ध्यान ही नहीं है, पेरेंट्स का नहीं है. वो बच्चा कैसा भी हो सकता है थोड़ा नॉटी हो सकता है थोड़ा उतना परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाता हो. सो पेरेंट्स कैन गिव स्टेटमेंट कि उनके बच्चे को देखो 100% मार्क्स आए हैं, उसने ये क्रैक कर लिया है, कैट में आ गया है, ये एग्जाम्स में. बट वी डोंट नो कि हाउ अवर वर्डिंग्स इन, जो भी हम अपने बच्चे पे उस टाइम पे हम सोच रहे हैं कि हम मोटिवेट कर रहे हैं, बट हाउ वी आर मोटिवेटिंग, मे बी the child is too much pressured enough, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो एक कंपटीशन है बाकी बच्चों के साथ और फिर आप भी वैसा बिहेव कर रहे हैं. सो okay, we need to be competitive, we need to be productive, but at the same time we need to understand the human being. Actually, whosoever in family, be it your father, mother, your sibling, your spouse, your kids, what they are going through. So we need to motivate them or encourage them in a healthy manner, considering all the facts that they should not go in isolation and this thing. And at times threat, I mean, people, trying to control the situation, trying to control maybe health in family member or maybe themselves. Maybe there is a situation which is out of control, and at times people are really fighting for it. And now they have loosened that and they are not able to accept. So loss of control on themselves also, and the loss of control. So there is nothing in control and they tried very hard. So they are not able to accept that. They are not able to accept the situation. So at times there are few projects in life we need to leave also. Like the scientist, they do so many experiments and they invest at times years and years. And if the nothing has come out from those projects, they need to leave those projects and move on to new projects. If there is, you need to see what are the things and situation is in your control and what are the things and situations not in your control. So at times we need to close those things also, but here the person is feeling loss of control and the person is making himself responsible for everything. If something is not even in his or her control, the person is thinking, I'm responsible for it. Something happened to mama or father or anyone, so I'm responsible. When you feel responsible for everything, for yourself also, for others also, for something happening in office also, and your identity is really, really connected with your, like you are the CEO of company and something happened in company, you tried your best. And now if something is happening that is beyond your control and you need to accept it, allow the things to happen, take its natural course, you can't do anything beyond. So loss of control is also a threat. At times people need to move to different countries, different city, maybe different jobs. So little bit of stress and anxiety came. And the unknown also create, and the failure also. So these things can create stress and anxiety and anger also. When things are not happening in your way, nothing is happening in your way, that is also create a lot of anger and irritation. And irritable bowel syndrome is one of the result of constantly you are in that kind of loop. So now the anxiety is what? Anxiety is flight response, because now you don't have energy to fight that situation and you have loosened the kind of belief that now you can win. So you're just thinking too much about, thinking in your head to solve that kind of situation, solve that thing, and you don't have now energy. So at times when people don't talk in their relationship and it's like 15 years, 20 years, 12 years, and they think, now I will talk. Yeah. So they never face those kind of conflicts and those kind of hard conversation, because nobody told in our school. In our school, they teach us algebra, they teach us science, they teach us English and history and all that. But nobody taught us how to deal with people, how to face your fears, how to deal with emotions, how to have difficult conversation, how to be assertive and straight. So if the person is not having those kind of skill, so now it became quite fearful in their head that what will happen if I say, I haven't said anything to that person since last 12 years, 15 years. And now if I'm gaining the courage also, I'm going in some trainings and those kind of things, and I got motivated. But the moment I go there, those kind of threat in my mind, unless and until I practiced a lot, unless and until I mocked and I really got the courage. And at times when you have the courage and you say something, still people can behave in a whatever the way they want. It's not necessary they will understand you. But now in anxiety, you're losing the faith that you can win the situation And it can have any kind of things. Either you are worrying too much about future, either you are in too much fearful situation, or any kind of terror, any kind of stress. So anxiety will creeps in. And anger is the response. It's a fight response because it's a threat. Threat you can conquer, but you are trapped. It's a continuous threat, but you are trapped in a situation, you are stuck in a situation, and you feel you don't have any choice. So all the rage and anger and irritation, rage is like higher, and the irritation is the normal thing. You feel irritation in your body, in your moods, and you feel irritated. Jealousy and envy is also a form of anger. Guilt is also a form of anger. Like guilt, you can have guilt for yourself also. Ki, I'm not able to save that person. I'm not able to resolve that conflict, or I'm not capable to handle this. And you can have guilt for others also. Like either what you can do, you are not able to do, and you are not able to save other people. So you can have guilt for yourself also and guilt for others also. And the hate and resentment. So these all emotions fire that anger within us. So as I told you, the anger and anxiety results from a threat. So any kind of threat, which is prolonged threat or things not happening in your way, so that is a constant threat, and it really disturbs your brain chemicals like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine, and also other chemicals. So now it's disturbs sleep, it disturbs your hormones. And depression is when you are too angry and anxious for a long period of time. Like for years, you have suppressed your anger. For years, you are facing that kind of irritation, and nothing happened in those scenarios. Like you put it your all the efforts, but nothing happens. So now, when people are depressed, they lack pleasure. They are not able to focus. They face a lot of difficulty in concentrating on one thing. Their sleep changes, their eating changes. They feel a lot of guilt. So this is a slide we can ignore, but yeah, a few points here that once your threat response, like you see, there is a big, you can say, there is a big boulder, and the person is always trying to push it, push it, push it, and now the person is exhausted and tired. Like in females, they are taking care of family, they are taking care of work, they are not able to sleep properly, they are listening to all kind of comments in office also, at home also, and now they are exhausted completely, and they don't have energy left now. And for males also, we face, I mean, their struggle, because the men have this pressure to prove. I mean, females can all, I mean, they can leave their job, they can be dependent on the male person in family, but the male has to prove always. You need to earn, you need to take care of your family, you need to take care of your elders, you need to show yourself as a best employee, best husband, like a caring son or father. So male also has to play so many roles, and they are always under constant pressure. And females, they at least share and they cry and they share their emotion, a lot of friends. And at times male people, they keep everything inside, and because they have been told it's not okay to I mean, show your feeling or feeling low and those kind of things. So I mean, when you are constantly doing this, and there is one point of time you become completely exhausted in your brain and your body, and now your brain is coming, your neurotransmitters now in a conservation mode. And because your neurotransmitters now are in imbalanced state, so I mean, your body is not functioning. So as I told, that three things are linked. Anger is like fight response, anxiety is like flee response, and depression is like you are in denial mode. Now it's completely shut off. So anger and anxiety is response to perceived threats, and depression indicates a state of helplessness and hopelessness. And now there is no hope, no solution, and there is a lot of grief also in that case also this thing happen. And now if your brain is like constantly angry, constantly anxious, constantly depressed, and you might be blaming, you might be having this thing. So if you're constantly in a chatter, and that's taking your all energy, so at times, I mean, everybody experience in their life, so at times their mind don't have any space for any other thing. They have a lot of thoughts about what's happening, or maybe something happened in past also, so those memories coming, that is haunting you. Maybe your brain is in constant chatter and you are blaming other people, you are blaming your parents, you are blaming yourself also for not taking, मैं ऐसा कर लेता, मैं ऐसा कर लेती, ऐसा होता तो वैसा होता, like. But now your body and brain is so tired, so exhausted कि कोई choice नहीं है. So now we are coming to solution. What's the solution? So everybody can see that this is a table. So this table I offer to my clients also. So you can take a screenshot if you want to, or right now also, I mean, you can write down with a pen or paper if you want to note these points. So basically, unless and until we are in touch with our emotion, unless and until we know what's actually happening, what is triggering us, that emotion, once you are able to identify why this is happening, at times we are just overwhelmed, we are not able to identify what is the actual reason behind that. So this is a sheet, and I ask my clients to have this thing in their diary and notebook, and carry this thing with them for 1 week, for 15 days. And they need to write down. For example, I have written here rage and anger. So what's the reason? Someone very close, if they are facing this thing due to death of the person, or maybe something else happened, they are feeling isolated or rejected, they are feeling loss of control. Loss of control, why? Is it in your control or is it in someone else's control? The unknown thing, are you facing fear or anger or any kind of terror due to the unknown thing, or any failure happened? So what is the reason? For example, we take, let's say, for young kids these days, breakup is very normal, right? So breakup happened, and now the person is in, like, they were in relationship like maybe 5 years, 7 years, and now the person is very much devastated and stressful. So what happened? So what kind of emotion and feeling they are feeling? So they are feeling angry, they are feeling irritated, maybe they are envy also if the other person left them for someone else and they feel committed with this person. So there might be hate and resentment also. There might be worry also, fear also. Now, how I will be able to come out of this, how I'm able to connect with this kind of, how I'm able to survive this kind of. So loss of control also. And the person is feeling failure also in that kind of situation. So if you are very specific, what kind of emotion you are feeling guilty, what kind of emotions you are feeling. So are you really responsible for each and everything? You tried your best and everything is not in your control. So we can take action for what we have control. We can take action. So slowly, gradually, when we write our all the triggers and what kind of thing is triggering those kind of emotion. So we need to identify those. So this kind of sheet, and there are a lot of CBT techniques, like what kind of thoughts happening, like dysfunctional thought record. And there are a lot of CBT worksheet also if you Google it. So those kind of things also helpful. So we can have, first of all, to check our emotions, we can journal it, we can figure out what kind of emotion we are dealing with. So stress is happening, so why the stress is happening? So we need to figure out, and then we can take action. So what actions need to be taken? and now releasing it. So how we can release it? So here are few points like positive power mantras. Like I already told you that a lot of things, breath is very much important. So because whenever we are stressful, so our brain is always in stress and we are not breathing properly. We are not taking long breath, we are taking just shallow breath. So I mean, we can really focus on our yoga, meditation, our breathing techniques. We can have some powerful affirmation also. Like, I'm strong, I'm courageous, I can get through this, I'm loved, God loves me, I'm safe, love and protected, guided. So आप बचपन से अभी तक देखेंगे कि कितने ऐसे इंस्टेंसेस थे जिसमें कि बहुत सारी टफ सिचुएशंस भी आप डील करके आए हैं. And you are choosing to be calm, you are choosing to have peace. So these kind of things. So now gratitude always play a very important role. So what you are grateful for? So whosoever is loving you, whatever the things happening good. So if we are in a problem, let's say I'm telling you, we don't face the much of problem, but let's say 10 things are working fine in our life, but one or two things, maybe 5 things, maybe 15 and 20 things are working fine in our life, and few things, maybe 2 3 things are not working. So our entire focus will go there. But whatever the things good, we are not able to appreciate it, we are not able to acknowledge it, we are not able to really be grateful about those things. So I mean, one thing you can do, you can acknowledge yourself, and whatever whatever the education you got, the love you got, the kind of family you are raised in, and the beautiful nature and the people in your life who really love you, irrespective of your education, irrespective of your जो भी आपका स्टेटस है. सो ये सारी चीजें आप अपने फोन में रख सकते हैं जब आप लिखें, और जब भी आपका मूड ऐसा है, whenever you are feeling those kind of emotions like guilt or anger or irritation, if you can see that screen on your mobile, I mean ki how good you are, and when your teacher, so हमारा ध्यान वहाँ नहीं जाता है जो हमारी अच्छी चीजें होती हैं. Maybe you got good looks, maybe you got good personality, maybe you got any other extra talent or something. So there are so many things you can be thankful and grateful for, and you can acknowledge yourself. You can acknowledge yourself in mirror, and you can love yourself. So, and the inner child work is also very important. So whatever the things coming, at times it's not coming from present moment also. And initially what happened, we are focusing on studies, then we are focusing on getting job, then we are focusing on getting married, having kids. Now we have earned money also, and we basically having good status also. Still we are not satisfied, still we are not happening, and something happening. Now we were thinking, we were chasing things, we were chasing whatever the society norms and standards we have set. And now when we achieved everything, still we are feeling hollow inside, still we are not feeling happy. So the point is, then you need to see, are you associating your identity and your success based on your job role, based on your whatever the assets you have or the family members? So basically, what is your personality based on? So are you really content in yourself? Are you really happy? Are you really satisfied? Is your happiness is always dependent on the outside factors? We need to see that also. If we are always happy, because if others are happy, if the 10 people in my surrounding is happy, and then only I can be happy, you can never be happy. If your job or whatever the position you are in your job role, if you are really if you are not happy and content with your work, and your happiness is dependent on how the project is going, and if you get that kind of reward or recognition for whatever the hard work you did, only then you will be happy. And if you are not getting the same thing in the particular way you wanted, you are not happy. So we need to see all other factors also. We can't be just putting our happiness based on putting our peace of mind in other people's hands. So then if we really made others honor of our peace, our happiness, I mean, our all the energy and our all the things are in the control of other people. Like if mother, father are well and they are happy, if my kids are happy, if my partner is happy, if my office is, so nothing will be all perfect in life. So we need to see that power is in our hand. We are on the driving seat of our life, or the other people are driving us. So yeah, the deep breathing, I told you earlier also, and now also we will do. And you can have these videos also. There is a thing in psychology, which is a progressive muscle relaxation technique. We will practice it right now. And also what happen at times when we are facing too much of these things, too much of these kind of feelings, at times we feel disassociated with our inner child, as I told you. Like we feel that we are living other people's life, we are not living. There is a disconnection, there is a hollow inside us. And whenever we are feeling a lot of emotional behavior, relationship difficulties or mental difficulties, we need to definitely take care of our subconscious mind, what's happening in our subconscious mind, what thoughts are happening. So at times whenever we are facing these kind of things, at times people disassociate with themselves and somehow they become the taskmaster. They are just completing their work. They are just feeling numb. At times आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत सारे लोग 20 साल की उम्र में, 30 साल की उम्र में, they are like dead. They are just playing their role. They don't have any kind of happiness or any kind of those kind of feelings like thriving. They are just now become a robot, and they are just doing their work, they are just doing their task, they are just doing whatever is required, but they are disconnected from themselves. So if that is the situation, we need to do a lot of inner child work also. So that's the thing. So now I'm just closing this slide. So any questions so far related to these, and we will do some one or two techniques practice. So yeah, please, Vinay sir, most welcome.
Yeah, hi. So I just wanted to just check out if I have 5 minutes, because I need to talk about these things, because I worked very closely about this. I myself had gone through this whole situation. What you have been sharing is definitely a very valuable piece of information. I mean, definitely you had worked with your clients and got some results. But I really want to talk about something really, really deep. If you can allow me, otherwise it's your show. I just want 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah,
just
please. Yeah.
I don't know whether this is.
Maybe we can meditate and then take, because it might.
You know why I'm asking right now, because when you get that perspective and then go ahead with the meditation, then things.
We can. Yeah.
So that's my perspective. So I don't want to just hijack your session. I just wanted to take permission from you now.
Please, Vinay, go ahead.
I just want to share a few pointers now. Whatever, can you just put off your screen? I just want to.
Yeah.
That's cool. That you okay. Okay. So now the point I'm trying to make is here that most of the times when we look at this anxiety, anger, and depression only at the surface level, we may get some kind of small reliefs through meditation or through exercises.
Yeah.
However, to the deeper perspective, when you really understand depression in a deeper way, so depression
Yeah.
is not just a psychological depression.
Yeah.
Like depression is actually a clinical depression also, and
Yeah.
that is why people take depression as a misnomer. And because depression is taken as a misnomer, that is why it is not being talked as
Mhm.
open affair. People will always say, "तेरे को तो बहुत गुस्सा आ गया है, go ahead and check out your mental health." तो
Mhm.
लोग उसको बहुत ऐसे भी लेते हैं क्योंकि
Mhm.
इसको ओपनली डिस्कस नहीं करते हैं यहाँ पे.
Yeah.
So it is a very misnomer. Now, there are four stages to really understand about our awareness. पहला stage है कि you are unconscious.
Yeah.
तो आपको पता ही नहीं है कि आपको पता ही नहीं है कि जैसे
Mhm.
आपको डिप्रेशन के सिम्टम्स आ रहे हैं, आपको पता ही नहीं है कि क्या हो रहा है. आसपास के लोग भी आपको छोटा सा एक कपिल शर्मा का शो दिखा देते हैं, आपको थोड़ा सा इजी हो जाता है और आप खाना शुरू कर देते हो और आप यू जस्ट मूव ऑन विद द लाइफ, राइट? You don't know what is happening inside you.
Yeah.
And the beautiful part is that your body has a lot of power to adapt to what you are actually experiencing. वो आपको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ने देता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, बहुत लोग होते हैं जिनको एक चम्मच खाने से भी मीठा हो जाता है, डायबिटीज हो जाती है, पर बहुत मिठाई खाते रहते हैं पूरी जिंदगी में, उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Your
Yeah.
body has a tendency to absorb it, and they absorb it all their life.
Yeah.
Similarly, for the mental health, because they are not aware, body will absorb it. The next
Yeah.
step is this unconscious conscious. कि
Mhm.
आपकी बॉडी के थोड़े से सिम्टम्स आने शुरू हो जाते हैं, थोड़ा सा आप उस पर काम करना शुरू कर देते हो. You start working on your body because something in the unconscious is coming to the conscious, and you are having sleeplessness and everything, and you start taking sleeping medication. तो लोग sleep medication से खत्म कर देते हैं, तो ठीक है, कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. अब
Mhm.
बैकग्राउंड पे क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है कि बिकॉज दिस इज अ मिसनॉमर. लोग इसको ओपनली नहीं डिस्कस करते, इसलिए किसी को शर्म आती है कि मैं लो मूड्स फेस कर रहा हूँ या लो मूड्स फेस कर रही हूँ, तो वो लोग फिर मेडिटेशन भी करते हैं और बहुत कुछ और करना शुरू कर देते हैं. पर सोर्स खत्म नहीं होता. अब अगेन बॉडी हैज अ टेंडेंसी टू एब्जॉर्ब दैट आल्सो.
Yeah.
थर्ड स्टेप इज कॉन्शियस अनकॉन्शियस.
Mhm.
You are now actively or proactively working on your mental health, on your anxiety, on your anger, and your depressive symptoms. आपको सिम्टम्स नहीं भी आ रहे हैं तो भी आप सुबह उठ के मॉर्निंग वॉक जा रहे हो, कर रहे हो, अच्छा खा रहे हो, तो आप प्रिवेंट कर रहे हो. दैट इज यू कॉन्शियस अनकॉन्शियस. सो but the last stage is conscious. That is where we understand our own self or the whole body, and we become vulnerable, and we just start talking about. The moment we get the first pinch, we basically move ahead and start working on our health, mental
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
So I am sharing this because when you just talk about this the surface level conversation, people will still not be open to talk about their mental health condition. It has been seen on the record.
Yeah.
कहा जाता है कि सर्वे में बताया जा रहा है कि सिर्फ 1% लोग ओपनली डिप्रेशन और एंजाइटी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं या पर्सनालिटी डिसऑर्डर के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन रियलिटी में मोर देन 40 to 50% of the people are in the state of bad mental health. So my
Yeah.
invitation to everyone here is, at least at this forum, this is called Consciously Positive Forum, we are openly talking about the depressive symptoms and not just putting things under the carpet. And we should really promote mental health and really talk about it and make people feel safe to talk about mental health. The way we say that it's okay. जैसे पहले एड्स के बारे में पता नहीं था लोगों को, तो अवेयरनेस जगी थी. तो मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में it is high time for us to really talk about it. It is not a misnomer. It is a huge problem. People get into the suicide phase और इतनी आसानी से, और वो सिर्फ इसकी वजह से नहीं, बिकॉज सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता था, क्योंकि सपोर्ट गलत मिलता था उनको. लोग उनको क्या बोलते थे कि मेडिटेशन कर लो, आप ठीक हो जाओगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, कोई स्ट्रेस लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. बट दैट इज नॉट द केस. इट इज एक्चुअली अ फिजिकल कंडीशन. It is actually a physical condition, because why I'm sharing it so in a conviction manner, क्योंकि मैं go through किया हूँ, एक बार नहीं 2 बार go through किया हूँ उसके. क्योंकि and I'm saying it in the recorded line here, so I can say it openly. People cannot understand what's going on your life. So कोई समझ ही नहीं सकता आपको कि आपके साथ हो क्या रहा है. आप तो इसलिए I request Consciously Positive to take some kind of steps to really talk about it. And even you, who is an ambassador of anxiety, anger, and depression, to really be open
Yeah.
in having the conversation. It is actually the physical condition. It is not only the psychological condition. So that's what.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you for giving me this time, and I'm really very sorry
Thank
that.
you so much, Vinay. You made it more clear because if we go, so I'm saying that people have a lot of myths about medications also. So at times, see everything. So your mindfulness practices, your daily schedule. So first of all, when you are depressed, your daily schedule will go haywire. You will not be able to manage your routine, and you will not be feeling energy to do anything, right? So if the medication required, maybe you have some serotonin deficiency, so there are SSRI drugs, or maybe some vitamin deficiency, maybe vitamin B12 and D also, for that matter. So where the nutrition is required, you need to take care of your nutrition. Where the sleep is not happening properly, so if there are some changes in lifestyle, so you need to take care of your sleep, your diet, your water intake. अभी एक वीपी सिंह जी आते हैं हमारे उसमें, तो he was saying कि आपकी spine पे भी फर्क पड़ रहा है if you are not hydrating yourself, right? So the water intake is also, and if you are eating too much mindlessly, so that is a sign. If you are not able to eat anything, and if you're always feeling like vomiting, nausea, headache, migraine, bloated, always having pains, and there is no reason, so first of all, what you need to do, you need to get your all the medical checkups done. If there is nothing physical, you need to see from where it's happening. It might be psychological, it might be due to your situation. So लोग physical test करा लेते हैं, doctors के पास घूमते रहते हैं, and कुछ आता नहीं है test में, तो they feel everything is okay. इसको ऐसे ही कुछ हो गया होगा. And nobody will go to psychologist, nobody will visit a psychiatrist. And I mean कि जो चीजें बहुत ही normal doses में, यदि आपका कुछ भी prolonged stress की वजह से, anxiety या depression की वजह से, any kind of neurotransmitters is getting impacted due to this. So आप कितना भी बाकी चीजें करेंगे, at times you can take control, but there are situations then you need to take medicines also, along with counseling, along with psychotherapy,
Exactly.
along with everything. So it's not something like for physical pain you can see, आपको किसी को चोट लगी है, कुछ सर्जरी है, कुछ है, physical you can see. But the mental, emotional, psychological, first of all, the person will not share, because उसको लोग पागल कहेंगे इंडिया में, उसको लोग बेवकूफ कहेंगे, या उसको कहेंगे निकम्मा है, ये तो कुछ करना नहीं चाहता, तो बहाना बना रहा है, ये बस काउच पे बैठ के टीवी देख रहा है, whatever it is, right? So तो जो फैमिली में या फ्रेंड सर्कल में सपोर्ट नहीं मिलता है, that's the thing, कि people don't have the awareness. And in office also people make fun of you when you are not able to perform, and you are getting this thing more deeper, that why I'm not able to. If a person was functioning properly.
You already mentioned it, Pooja, but there are very, as I said, the four stages. Let's talk offline, because I think it's time here.
Yeah.
So
So I'm just continuing with Vinay, so we can take those exercises also. But what I mean to say, कि everything in combination really works wonders. So that's the only thing. So now we will just focus on one technique. We will do a small breathing meditation and muscle relaxation technique here. So we will end our session with that. Thank you so much. So can I see you on camera, guys? Thank you so much. So what we will do, so first of all, relax yourself, and आपके हाथ जो हैं आप कैसे भी रख सकते हैं. This is chin mudra or dhyan mudra, or you just put simply on your lap, like close your eyes, inhale deeply, exhale. So when we are inhaling, we are inhaling courage, And we are exhaling all the fear, anxiety, and stress. Again, inhale a lot of courage, and your entire body, you can feel green light, green Pran Shakti is really nourishing you. You can feel the courage flowing in your hands, in your feet, all the molecules, all your cells are getting regenerated. And wherever there is anger or sadness or fear or guilt or any kind of rage, so we are exhaling it out. Now we are inhaling a lot of peace and calmness, satisfaction. So it's a white light now flowing through your crown chakra. And we are observing our body head to toe. So all our cells in body, all the organs, filled with a lot of peace, satisfaction, and calmness. And whatever the irritation, whatever the kind of heat in body, any kind of uncomfortable feelings and emotions, which is against our peace, harmony, contentment, satisfaction. So all the dissatisfaction, we are releasing all of that. Now we are taking next breath. We are inhaling a lot of love, lot of joy, lot of excitement. So you can see yourself like a kid and you are dancing in joy. You are in perfect harmony. And joy is a quality which is beyond happiness. So that is the joy of your being, who you are. That is the joy of your soul. That is the joy of who you are on a vast level. You are not this body, you are not this mind, you are not this conditioning, you are not these labels, you are not your job or titles you have. You are not short, tall, fat, or dark, or beautiful. You are not any of the label which is associated with you. You are not your designation and you are not your rules. You are not just father, mother, friend, or brother, or sister. You are beyond that. So these are small, small roles you are playing. So feel the vastness which you actually are beyond all these labels. Whatever the labels you put on yourself, by getting conditioned with society, whatever the labels you have given, maybe somebody told you that you are like this, you are like that. So whatever the labels you have put it on yourself, and your parents and teachers and anybody put it on you, so you are releasing all those which is not in alignment with you. All the words, all the feelings which is not in alignment with you, you are just picked up from environment. So you are releasing all of those conditionings, all of those thoughts, those emotions, which is not in harmony and make you always uncomfortable. And you are inhaling all the positivity, all the love, all the light. It's a white pink light entering in your system and healing all the sadness, all the hurt, all the guilt, all the revenge, all the rage, all the anger, all the stress, anxiety, and depression. So there is some root cause. When we are not centered in ourselves, when we forget our true self, so whatever the labels we are putting, like I'm like this, I'm not able to do anything. So that's your state. And that state can be for some time due to any situation, whatever you faced. But remind yourself that you are beyond all this and you have all the capability, all the capacity to heal yourself. You have all the capability to reach your highest potential. You have all the divine blessings. You have all the traits. You have all the qualities of divine. Either you can go in the direction of just being associated with those symbols and those labels, and either you can go beyond all this, shedding all which is not serving you, and you can reach to your highest potential in this life. So there is a choice we need to make. So we are choosing our true self today, which is unlimited, infinite, filled with infinite potential. And now we are inhaling once more, inhaling deeply. We are opening our heart. We are opening our energies. And this white and pink light is flowing in our brain. It's healing all our neurotransmitters, healing all the chemicals in our brain. It's healing our eyes, our ears, our speech, whatever the stress and anxiety we have stored in neck. It's healing all of that. It's releasing all of the stress and anxiety. It's releasing all of the anger. Inhaling more. Now we are focusing on our lungs and diaphragm. This healing energy is healing our heart, healing our lungs. So all the stored emotions, all the chemical reactions happening, which is not in our favor, which is making us always hyperactive, always threatful, we are releasing all of that. And now we are focusing on our belly, our stomach. So all the organs, be it liver, kidneys, spleen, your intestine, your digestion, your reproductive organs, all are healing with this light. All your organs, all your blood is dancing in joy, all your vitamins and all things are now, your cell is getting recharged, your body is functioning in a perfect manner, your brain is functioning in a perfect manner. Now we are moving towards our hip, our lower organs, our digestion is perfect, our excretory system is perfect, our thighs, our knees, our calf muscles, our all the joints are functioning perfectly. Our parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system is in harmony. We have all the rest and relaxation. We can sleep deeply. Our body can digest, and we have all the energy. So we are taking energy from all the sources. We are taking energy. We are filling our body, taking energy from all the directions like front, back, left side, right side, from above, from below. We are taking energy from Mother Earth. We are taking energy from sun. We are taking energy from sky, from air, from all the elements are balanced in our body now, the 5 elements, including fire. And we are releasing whatever is not serving us. So think a cloud, a black cloud. So now this black cloud is all the heat, all the aggression, all the anxiety, all the stress, all kind of revenge, all kind of rage, all kind of uncomfortable feeling and emotions. So now this black cloud is really releasing from your body. And now you are shedding all these energies and you are taking new energy, which is light, which is love, which is peace, which is harmony, which is excitement, which is happiness, which is courage, which is peace, which is the joy of your being. You are inhaling all the energy and you are wrapped up in all this loving energy from all the sides, and you are in a circle of this loving energy. And now you can spread this energy to your entire room, to the people at your home. So they are also getting healed with this loving energy. You can spread this energy to your society, to all the hospitals, to all the people of Delhi NCR. So they are also getting healed with this loving energy. You can spread this energy to your plant and animals. You can spread this energy to entire nation. So this loving energy is healing all human beings and animals and plants and river and sky and mountains. Now you can expand this energy to entire world. So this loving energy from your heart is now expanding. You are healed, you are nurtured, you are loved, you are safe, you are secure, you are infinite being. And now this healing energy is spreading to entire world and healing all the nations, healing all the wars, healing all the politicians. This loving energy is now entering in their mind and they are now taking the right decision for the well-being of humanity, for the well-being of all the world and nations. This healing energy is healing all the water bodies, all the sea, all the rivers. This healing energy is now nurturing all the plants and animals and all the human beings or Mother Earth. And we all are dancing in joy. Now, focus your attention on the entire universe. So this healing energy is now moving to your sun, your moon, your stars, galaxies. So entire world is wrapped up in this loving energy of white and pink light. And all the particles of this universe is dancing in joy. And now this loving energy is coming back to you multiplied. The whole world is dancing in joy. Everybody is happy, connected with divine and peaceful. We have faith that we can conquer everything. We are so big, so infinite, we can heal anything. These are small things coming in the way of our path so that we can know the potential of our soul, our being. Now we can send this loving energy to whosoever you want to send this loving energy to, your people, your friend circle, maybe somebody is sick in your surrounding, maybe for anyone, for any cause. So we are sending this loving energy to entire universe, and this entire universe is getting healed. Now return back to your room, to your body. Scan your entire body from head to toe, how you are feeling. If still there is any discomfort in your body, any heaviness, anything, so you can release it. You can put your hand there, any kind of heaviness and pain if you are experiencing in any part of your body. Focus on your Pran Shakti, your breath. Inhale deeply and focus your attention there. Let's say you have pain or any stiffness or heaviness, you can see a red color thing on a particular point. And now you are focusing with all your attention, and this white and pink light is healing all that area, healing that organ. And there is a blue light entering in your entire body and nourishing. It's making you cool and calm. It's healing all the sadness, all the anger, any pain, any stiffness, any kind of emotions which is not allowing you to be at peace. So we are healing all of that. Feel the calmness of this blue light, the purple light. So it's entering in your body, entering in your cells, and it's having a lot of calming impact. And you're sending this calming energy to entire universe. The whole world is dancing in joy. It's like Krishna's energies. So whosoever you worship, it's that divine energy of Chaitanya, which is flowing in universe, which is making plant from seed. This is that energy is always constantly flowing. So now we are in touch with that energy and we are feeling calm, composed, centered. And we have all the energy to reach our potential. We can do anything. We are healed and all are healed. We are so thankful and grateful for that we are alive. We can do so many things. We are so grateful and thankful for our health, for all the knowledge, for our teacher, mentors, for our siblings, for our parents. There are so many thousands and thousands people are working to make our life comfortable. We have all the luxuries, even the Raja Maharaja was not having those kind of things. Like just tap on and we have the warm water. We have all kind of food, all kind of clothes. We have all kind of transportation. We have so much. And now we can focus on just our well-being, our lifestyle, our thoughts, our emotions, our diet. And we can always be healthy, happy, and have a balanced life. So we affirm, I'm in charge of my life. I'm infinite being. I have all the potentials to achieve my goal. I'm in my radiant health. And whatever the discomfort or small things happening, I will take care of that, and divine is always there. I have full faith. I am responsible for my life, my happiness. Whatever the situation I am in, that's a particular state or situation, it will pass. So whatever the challenging I'm facing, that's only for my growth and learning. And I'm allowing all kind of emotions, and I have all the strength to handle all kind of situation. I can seek help. I can take support if needed, and I can support others. Divine, please make me your correct instrument and show me right path so that I can contribute in the life of millions around. And wherever I go, I just spread happiness, peace, joy, harmony. And I am the center of attraction to all the health, to all the vitality, all the happiness, peace, and joy. And I have all the confidence and courage to achieve whatever I can achieve in this lifetime. And I'm here to contribute and serve. So please make me your correct instrument. Thank you so much. Thanks that I'm alive today and I still can do so many things. Thanks for blessing me, all the energy. Thanks for being with me every single second and minute. Thank you so much. So now we will rub our hands. Put it on your eyes. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any feedback, anything if you would like to say?
Thank you, Pooja. I always enjoy your meditation, and you're going to take us into trance. So thank you much. Appreciate.
Yeah, thank you so much. Also, everybody is in meditation, so I'm not disturbing the space. Have a blessed day. So take this energy wherever you go, in your family, in your friend circle, in your workplace. So always remember that divine is always taking care of you. Have that faith. And these are small things, but yes, whatever action we need to take, we can take.